improvement in your art skills is a very, very gradual process. It's like going to the gym and then coming back and looking at yourself in the mirror. You're not going to see much, So, yeah, artistic growth is very gradual. And at times, you might find yourself even regressing. You make a drawing and then you look at your previous drawings and you're like, oh, this is worse than what I did a couple of months ago. And that can be very, very discouraging. And I remember experiencing this quite a few times in my early days of drawing, or rather in my early days of taking drawing seriously, where I was like, oh man, I've been practicing, but when I look at my creations, there seems to be a bit of regression. I'm not getting better, I'm getting worse. That happens sometimes, but that is the journey. The journey of improvement with art is not linear. It takes a very long time, and it's very important to practice a lot of patience. Being patient with yourself, being patient with the process. It takes time. But obviously there are better approaches when it comes to practicing. You can actually practice the wrong way and really hold yourself back for a long time. I've done that too. There've been periods in my life where I was focusing on the wrong things, and I was surprised that I wasn't seeing any improvement. But yeah, that's because I was focused on the wrong things. And I started seeing a little bit of improvement over a significant period of time when I started focusing on the right things, like your fundamentals. For me, the big thing was anatomy. My anatomy was it's not perfect now. It's still pretty, I still have a long way to go. There's still a lot I don't understand about anatomy. But I feel like I have improved a little bit in the past few years, because I used to just guess. When you're drawing and you find yourself guessing, you should know that no, you need to stop, look at some references, try to understand what it is you're drawing. You must never be guessing with anatomy, and with drawing in general. You must never be guessing anything. So for me, whenever I would draw a figure, like especially like on the shoulder area, the shoulder, like if I'm drawing someone lifting their arms up, I remember I wasn't really sure how that will look, but I would find myself just guessing because I'm in such a rush to just knock this figure out and move on to the next. But that is just a terrible way of going about it, and that held me back for a long time because I was so impatient. And I wanted to just get to the finish. But that is, again, not a good approach. What you want to do is slow it down. The things that you don't understand, look up some references. It's going to take a bit more extra time, and that's fine. Take your time. Try to understand what it is you're drawing, and it will benefit you. Once I started doing that, I saw quite an improvement in my anatomy. I still don't really understand everything about, like, especially with the muscles, how they work. Like I would look at these artists who can just draw anatomy with the muscles in the right place, and it just looks right. Like you can see that, man, this person understands how the human figure is constructed, for me, I am heavily reliant on references. So I will have one of these anatomy breakdowns, and then I will always put it on the side and use that when I'm drawing. The idea is the more I do this, the more understanding I get of the human figure and how everything connects together. And the idea is to get to a point where I can just, draw the figure and not have to heavily reference. But yeah, that's a long journey. For now, I'm using reference. There's absolutely nothing wrong with using references when you draw. A lot of people do it. Professional artists do it as well. And it's a good way for you to gain understanding. So try not to be in a hurry when you draw. Take your time. Take your time and, like I said, use references. That is totally okay. And yeah, you do that over time, there will be improvement. You will see improvement, but you have to be patient and have a bit of grace on yourself, which is something that I had to learn over time. Now I'm at a stage where my goal is to get better. That's always been my goal, but I am not in a hurry. I'm trying to slow it down a bit, take my time, and the more illustrations I do, over time I will get better. For me now, it's just about putting in the mileage and studying the right way. So that's what I'm doing. I'm putting in the time, putting in the mileage. That's why I'm making these regular videos, to keep me accountable so that I can reach my goals. The idea is, for me, if I can maintain this routine of drawing, I draw basically every day, and these videos that I make, I will be posting not every day, because it takes time. I have to record, and I don't do a lot of editing, because this is the way I'm going about it with these videos. I'm just keeping it casual. I'm just talking. I'm just ranting. I don't have a script or anything. I'm just talking about topics that are important to me, that I feel like might benefit other people, and then show my drawing process. That's really all I'm doing. So it helps the editing process to be easier, so I don't have to be doing a lot of cuts and everything and things like that. So that helps me to put a video together in a short period of time, but it's still time that I have to block out. I have to block out time to record myself. I have to block out time to put the video together. So because of that, these videos that I put out, they're not going to be daily videos. They will be regular videos. I will be uploading them as often as I can, and regularly. The main thing is for me to be consistent, and doing these videos keeps me accountable, and yeah, they keep me accountable. And also, I draw every day. Like I said, I draw every day, and then the idea is, the more I do this, the better I get. I'm very curious to see, like, if I can keep this up for like a year, to see where I will be, and yeah, hopefully there'll be, like, if I was just looking at my some illustrations that I did last year, comparing it to where I am now, and I can see there's quite an improvement, especially with my anatomy. There's quite a very noticeable difference, and that is what I mean. The growth will happen, but you don't look at it as, you don't compare the stuff you did yesterday to the stuff you did today. Look at the stuff you did last year or a few years ago, and you will be seeing some improvement if you've been practicing the right way, focusing on fundamentals, like I said. So yeah, all this to say that have patience. You are improving. It's hard to see on a daily basis, but you are improving. Keep it up, and you will reach your goal. You will reach your goals as long as you stay consistent. So yeah, so really all I wanted to say to you guys today. Thank you for checking out my video, and I will catch you on the next one. Cheers.
Bit by bit, creative imagination began to build a new art form